So hey Night Riders, and welcome newcomers. My name is Sadie. Come join us, join the Night Rider family, Sadie and the Night Riders. We're like a merry, soulful band here. So you've seen the title, the INFJ Cult. Don't get too weird. There's no weird Kool-Aid or anything like that, but sit tight. The INFJ Cult. So what do I mean? This is such a rare personality type, so we are talking about 1.5% of the entire population. So 7.8 billion people on record per the Worldometer. Divided by 1.5, that makes 1 in what? 1 in every 117 million, something like that. We'll have to check my math. But everybody wants to be rare, the rarest. Well, guess what? Not every sprinter gets that ribbon. But this isn't a race. I've seen people take the MBTI, then alter the results during next testing or without even testing in order to get that INFJ. So this is what I mean by cult. It's a special train we're on. Its chew may not be the loudest. The INFJ roar may not rumble the greatest. But, admit it, their manes are shinier. But just because an INFJ, say, has the shiniest mane, maybe the ENFJ has better nails. Maybe the INFP has straighter, whiter teeth. The point is, everybody, every personality has their something, their reason they deserve their 15 minutes. So it's okay to be you. This is not a competition. 7.8 billion people equals 7.8 billion ideas. None of us own this INFJ stadium or any other stadium, as a matter of fact. You'll see videos out there about real INFJs and such. You either are one or you aren't, and that's that. And this is actually a beautiful thing, not a threat. So INFJ being so rare, my warning to you is people will try to knock you down. See the video titled INFJ, the sharpest crayon in the box, and go ahead and dive deeper into that bog. But, you know, you'll get underhanded compliments. You can't see the air quotes I'm making, but I'm making them. People will even compliment less skilled people in your arena in front of you. That's an invisible slap that you can't call them out on. Plainly, humans rarely admit feelings like jealousy, feeling threatened, etc. It's their ego. And it all boils down to them questioning their own abilities. The cool thing? Yay! Everyone can sparkle. There is room for all of us. There's no need to lie or mislead, or enter the A train when you have a K train ticket. Just enter your K train because it's just as cool. Don't be a hater. We all need to take the time to get a full understanding of camaraderie and teamwork. And just so you know about the A and K train thing, the alphabet was designed A, B, C, D, and so on, just as a uniform means of teaching it. The letter placement doesn't mean anything, so don't look too deeply into that. So 𝕍𝒂𝒅𝒊𝒆. With the rarity, there is competition and other egos holding them from wishing you well. Don't take it personally. It stings, but it's not on you, INFJ. It is not. If you had no haters and nobody viewed you as a threat, you're doing something wrong, my friend. Jesus. I don't know if he was an INFJ, but I can definitely assume he was. But that's not my point. Jesus was beyond incredible. Every single person saw it. Only the other good and those who felt comfortable in owning their own strengths and weaknesses voiced it. He got a lot of hate. All that hurt because he had a special light. Sadly, that's the world we live in. But, and I feel like a lot of people forget this, the world we live in is also magical. So regarding shedding ego and all that, think about this. Does it not blow your mind that the Northern Lights is even possible? Heaven's Dance. Does it not mystify you to see a dragonfly in slow motion and wonder the unfathomable biological creativity their wing mechanism takes? Is it not surreal that something as tiny as an ant exists alongside something as gargantuan as the elephant? See, the enlightened or awakening INFJ lives in a world of mysticism, wonderment, longing, purpose, enchantment. But, hold the line, reel it back a little. As a whole, this mindset isn't normal. Air quotes again. See, most people aren't wondering what ran through the ancient Greeks' minds as they sat there and pointed out constellations in the sky. Most people aren't sitting there getting goose pimples at the sight of a rainbow over a cornfield misted over with dew. See, others' minds are on the next nip slip during Super Bowl halftime. Where to grab their next beer? Who wore what? Who said what? Who's hot? Who's not? See, this, my friends, forces the INFJ to use their bodies as their hearts and their brain as their armor. INFJ, lovers, not fighters. Leave that fighting for the ENTJ. They're the defenders. They're actually good at it. Physical fights, us INFJs, not really our best attribute. Watch, now that I said that, everybody's going to be trying to like rumble with us in the streets and stuff. But a lot of INFJs are also slim. It's not because they roll out of bed all perfect and shiny, like, oh yeah, baby. It's because of that anxiety. With that and overthinking, overanalyzing, overdwelling comes a lack of appetite and a lack of sleep, or a very restless sleep. Like so restless you think you may have cracked a rib, from all that tossing and turning. Because many INFJs are also very active, wanderers, explorers, nature lovers, full of all of that. That anxious energy makes others want to diagnose them with ADD, by the way. But it gives them a tight fit physique. Don't hate them for it. It's like not their fault. It's scientifical, guys. But the INFJ will talk things out, explain things out. They're even going to demonstrate it and whip out a whiteboard and stuff and make diagrams and charts so you'll understand. Their hearts are on their sleeve, written in their eyes, in their gentle smiles and their gentle voices, and the smooth way they glide about life. Since words can be so difficult to match the passion the INFJ wishes to project, their body language is their voice and their heart. So such a sensitive spirit, the INFJ will need protection of some sort, like an armor. It's a no-brainer. They'll rely on their brain power for that. They have really strong noggins. Introverts and seekers, they love to read, research, and especially explore. Most have the thing that keeps them going. And their memories and information, it's all stored away. Most have photographic memories. That's actually funny. If they recall a song that played during a conversation back in, say, 2008, and they'll remember the setting and the weather and the other person's reaction. And if they replay that memory back or whatever, look at the other person. Their ego's going to be inflated as fuck. They're going to be like, I am king. But it's not entirely that. We just like remember stuff. Or people think we're stalkers, but it's not that. We just have photographic memories. Tip, if you're INFJ and have trouble with certain facts, you know, for example, math or spelling, just write it 100 times. You'll recall that sheet of paper when the test comes along rather than the fact itself. You're welcome for that, guys. All right, moving on now. Sheesh, guys, focus. So, to INFJs, knowledge, insert fist, is power. Pump that fist in the air. So INFJ, other peeps, continue reading. Continue diving deep and compiling that knowledge in your noggin. Then when you get it, spread it. It goes back to the world like that whole sparkle thing I said in the last video. So go ahead and watch INFJ and mental health. So awesome discussion, guys. INFJs, humans in general, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I know you're all super busy. It seriously puts a tear in my eye and a bounce in my step knowing you gave a shit enough to be here for me. It like blows my mind. So I'm honored to call you all friends because you inspire me. And I'll be here should you need me. Until next time, peace.